Hi, welcome to MedFirst. NEET PG 2022 exam is quite around the corner. It is just knocking at our door. It is scheduled to be 12th March of 2022 and everyone is just panicking. We are just panicking. Every aspirant is panicking about what to do right now, how to complete the whole syllabus, how to give multiple revisions, even starting the revision. Everyone is panicking about starting the revision even. Everyone is panicking about completing medicine maybe. And the concern is here also about giving multiple GTs or GTs every week, solving Q-bank questions or custom modules and previous year questions. All these things are going around our mind, and all the external chaos is also going around. So in this whole thing, we are quite stuck. We're not even starting our revision properly. We are not even setting a timeline around us. So the toppers, the people who have actually started preparation from first year, second year onwards, they have already quite sorted their stuff out if they have followed their process. But most of us have started our preparation lately in our final year or internship. Even after internship, many people have started their preparation. So can't they do anything about it? Yes, they can. Every year that happens. Some people break through and get into the race after doing a proper 3 to 4 months or 2 months preparation. They are quite rigorously, they're studying for 2 months and they get into the race. They get into the top 5,000, 1,500 even. Yes, this year also these things happen. So MS Dhoni, the famous Indian captain, World Cup winning captain, said about when the team was losing some international ICC competitions, he told that we have to stress about the process. The process is more important than results. And NEET PG is not about winning. It's not about winning the final. You not have to be at the top of the leaderboard. You not have to be the ICC trophy winner. It is all about getting into the race. So here process is also important. Okay. So now today we will discuss about a 19 subjects 20-day revision strategy. So here I am Dr. Jyotirmoy Maji. I have done my MBBS from Bankura Sammilani Medical College and Hospital, and I have secured AIR 3296 in NEET PG 2021 and AIR 2119 in INICET November 21. So our plan is 20 days revision cycle for 19 subjects. So you may wonder, how can we complete 19 subjects in 20 days? So let's discuss that. So what are the problems at hand and what should we do right now? So NEET PG 2022 is expected to be on 12th March of 2022. So approximately we have 2 months, 60 to 65 days. And so how can we make the most of our time? So we have to study real hard. We have to give everything in these 2 months. So we have to at least target 16 hours, 14 to 16 hours minimum. You have to target. And after and if you target 14 to 16 hours, then you will be able to study for 12 hours or 14 hours. Because we all procrastinate nowadays. We are all addicted to social media apps. So my advice is log out of your all social media apps right now. Except your important ones, which are used for your family members or contact or close friend contacts. So don't get distracted into these. Target revising 5 times in 2 months. I know this is a humongous task, but I believe that our target should be always the sky. Then we can only reach up to somewhere. Okay. So fast revision is approx 20 days. Our plan here is about completing fast revision in 20 days. You don't have to read everything. You have to read only the high yield topics. So how will you know about the high yield topics? You have to give 3 to 2 days from now in solving 3-year PYQs, 3-year previous year questions of AIMS, PGI, and mainly NEET PG first, then AIMS, then PGI, and last 2-3 INICETs. Okay. Just do this 3 years in your coaching apps or anything, your books, from books. You do this 3-year previous year question, and now after that you will know that I suppose that you all know what are the important topics, but this will all help you create a basket of a shorted basket of topics that are very much high yield. Okay. And focus on golden 5 subjects. What are the golden 5 subjects? These are pathology, microbiology, PSM, surgery, obs-gynae. Because these 5 subjects are high yield also, and also if you read them, if you devote into them properly, then you will make a 90% correct answers. Okay. Because these subjects are very much basic subjects and they correlate into everything, and also pharma is correlated into everything. But the problem with pharma is it is very much volatile. But patho, micro, PSM, surgery, obs, gynae, if you do them, if you do micro well, you can answer some of the gynae questions, you can answer some of the surgery questions, you can answer some of the even medicine questions also. Pathohematology may be correlated directly to medicine and all the things. Patho, if you read properly, then you can do surgery questions also. So these 5 subjects, they at least carry 50 to 60 60% nowadays, as this is integrated, questions are coming. So at least 50% questions will come from these 5 subjects. So you have to be very much secure about these 5 subjects. You have to make them your rock solid, your strong point. Then practicing MCQs every day. That is 50 to 100 MCQs. But if you at least minimum try to do 50 questions, try to form custom modules by sorting the wrong marked answers in your GTs or your QBank solution, during your QBank solving which questions you marked wrong, or bookmark questions, you bookmark questions by them, sort your custom module and solve custom modules. But this becomes really boring if you create 50 questions at once. So try to make shorter targets, like try to make 10 questions custom module, or 15 question, or 20 question, 25 question, whatever your coaching app permits. So like that, keep it short, within 25 questions, okay, and solve them in and solve them in 2 to 3 times a day for 30 minutes. Take 30 minutes or 20 minutes to solve 20 question, 25 question, okay. So keep the time, do it in time bound manner. And then after solving them, immediately go through the wrong answers, and you don't have to worry about the right thing. Only those guess questions you have to guess correct, you have to see, and in the wrong questions you have to be properly, you have to read properly the solution, and you have to do every day 50 questions. So if all these things, and also you have to give GT once a week. So if all these things really seem very much huge, you have to rely upon your notes only, because your notes are everything. 90% questions, usually it is expected the 90% questions come from your notes directly, because your teachers are they know all the things, they are more experienced than you are, so they always try to give us the best thing. So trust your notes with all your heart. So I have divided these 19 subjects into 5 categories. That are golden 5 I have told about, this pathology, microbiology, PSM, surgery, obstetrics, gynae. Then rapidly revisable, doable, highly image based subjects like dermatology, very much image based, orthopedics, radiology, eye, ENT not that much image based, but head neck images are very much common, etc. So eye images, retina images are really very much high. So this year also a question came of diabetic retinopathy, it came. So dermatology, in case of dermatology, you have to just go through the pictures of your notes, and you have to see the 2 to 3 words with each pictures. Like lichen planus, you have to see the 5-6p, and you have to in case of every disease, you have to see the 2 to 3 important points, and dermatology sorted, you can cover it in whole one day. Orthopedics also very much image based. Orthopedics nowadays very much image based, and also some small fractures you have to see. Radiology is totally image based, okay. Radiology, because radiology is wholly very much GIT radiology questions come this year NEET PG also it came. Now highly volatile subjects like FSM, pharmacology, psychiatry, anatomy, biochemistry, okay. Amongst them, pharmacology and biochemistry is very much important, okay. Pharmacology and biochemistry, so you have to read these subjects, at least FSM and FSM pharma biochemistry on regular basis, mainly FSM and pharma. FSM poisons are very much volatile poison images. I myself did mistake in a poison image this year. Pharmacology is very much volatile also. There are 3 subjects that are really conceptual and also contain some facts, like physiology, anesthesia. Anesthesia is nowadays, after COVID pandemic, critical care has become a hot topic. So critical care questions are coming very much, and it is anesthesia is very much conceptual subject. Also, it contains many images, many theoretical questions, many fact-based questions also. Physiology is totally conceptual. You have to know everything about regulation of respiration, regulation of BP, heart rate, etc. Pediatrics is mostly covered. Systemic pediatrics is mostly covered with medicine, like nephrology is covered in medicine also, and pathology also, like hematology is covered with pathology. If you do pathology properly and hematology properly in pathology in medicine, you will cover it in pediatrics. But you have to focus on neonatology, you have to focus on growth development, etc. stuffs, and you have to focus on some neurology topics, and you have to focus on respiratory disease in pediatrics, especially ARI, and diarrheal diseases, etc. in GIT. Like that, pediatric cardiology is very much important. So you have to know the PYQ, previous year question topics, and read those from pediatrics very fastly. And last but not the least is highly conceptual, difficult, and huge subject, that is medicine. This subject always frustrates us. Whenever we start revision, we panic about medicine. How will we cover this whole huge subject with 2 to 3 copies maybe of notes? How can we cover this subject? So I have made a plan for that also. So microbiology, PSM, give pharmacology and FSM. These 4 subjects you have to read every alternate day or every day. If you can give microbiology every day, then it is very much good. You will not have to worry at the last that I have not completed microbiology or PSM. So you have to read them regularly every day during the during your starting of the day, morning or you are a night owl, doesn't matter. So when you start your day or night, you have to start with these subjects like microbiology or PSM. You devote 30 minutes to 1 hour with these subjects. Read some topic quickly, solve some custom modules, read them back, like that, where you are facing problems. So pharmacology also, read a chapter like ANS real quick, ANS epilepsy read real quick, read few antibiotics real quick, or FSM some days, mainly poisons images, sorry, spelling mistake, images, FSM images, IPCs, fewer IPCs are coming now than previous time. Thanatology is very much important nowadays, and poisons very much important. So now your 20 days plan is being shown here. Okay, if you count, if you add this number of days, you do addition, you get 20 days. So first we will start with ENT or I. Our first day of revision will start with ENT or I, like that, short subject, because ENT or I is not that much complicated to do, and you can rapidly revise them. In first half of the day you can do ENT, and the second half of the day you can do I, or other way around. I used to do like that. What happens that as you complete, these are short subjects, so you can complete these 2 subjects within 1.5 day. So that gives you extra confidence. Like it is like a practice match. So after a practice match in cricket, you get confidence to play in the real match. So that's why ENT or I first. So that leads to enhanced confidence to do other big subjects in lesser time. Now comes the surgery, pathology, obs gynae. Part of the golden 5, that are microbiology and PSM, that we have dealt with previously. Okay, those subjects we are reading regularly. We are reading microbiology and PSM regularly. Okay, now we will read surgery, pathology with hematology. We will integrate this hematology part with medicine also, and obs gynae. Okay, so surgery, each of these subjects we will give 2 days. Okay, first in surgery is a huge subject. So first day you have to do the easy things to gain confidence. So how can you do? By reading general surgery, neurosurgery in a very short manner. Okay, and then you in the second day you move into GIT. Okay, GIT is very fast, and GIT is quite complicated. So you read stomach, esophagus, your colon, colorectal, CA, etc. Things are complicated, and lots of image-based questions comes, lots of information are there. So these things need a much greater time. And if time saves, then you read some miscellaneous topics of skin, etc., graft, etc. things, or you can do those things later with other source subjects. Okay, so you will not give more than 2 days in case of surgery. In pathology also, what we will do in the first day itself, we will in the first day itself, we will do some general pathology parts which are most important. Things like necrosis, apoptosis, etc., or inclusion bodies, etc. These things will be finished quite quickly, and they will give you confidence. And on this and other things, okay, other systemic parts, very chota systemic parts. And the second day we will read hematology and nephrology. Okay, we will complete this. So after reading this, we will read this hematology quite. We will read it grossly, and so that our medicine part is also done. Okay, some part of medicine we can in the note, and we can do it. Okay, and then comes nephrology images are very important. Immunofluorescence images are very important. IgA nephropathy very important. PSGN very important. Membranous nephropathy and PGN, these things has to be very clear. Okay. So pathology will initially you will give only 2 days. If you feel something is deficient, then you can attend my MCQ revision class, etc. on regular basis on your convenience. Okay, ideally you should revision part you should complete within 2 days. Then obs gynae. Okay, in case of obs gynae, what you will do, in first day you will read the gynae part, because gynae part is quite easy, and obs part is quite complicated, because obs needs lots of concepts. Obs has some problems, liver related problems. You will do those problems, you will see some MCQ revision classes and complete those, and note the important points in your 20th workbook. Okay. So not more than 2 days. Okay, so this is done, and along with that you are also doing you are reading microbiology or PSM or FSM in the morning part or in the start of a day or night. Okay, and in these whole 6 days you can complete 1 or 2 subjects. Like I am counting minimum, so if I was you, I'll do dermatology along with it, because it is a lot more time. 6 days I will read 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, and I will complete dermatology. If you feel biochemistry is more boring, you can read biochemistry in these 6 days. Okay, so it is my view and you can change it accordingly. Then comes the big one, Then comes the big one, general medicine, which frustrates us a lot and derails our the concern about general medicine actually derails our preparation. So general medicine divide it into actually 5 subjects. Actually it is 5 subjects divided. Cardiology do in 2 days, along with it read anatomy or something else. Okay, first year subject anatomy. Neurology 2 days, rheumatology 1 day. Rheumatology you need to know rheumatoid arthritis very much, very in depth. SLE, Sjogren's syndrome, scleroderma, all this systemic sclerosis is very much important topic. Okay. So these things you have to know very much well. In these 3 days you can complete biochemistry. So how can you complete biochemistry in these 3 days? You can read 1 day metabolism, carbohydrate, lipid metabolism. Should not take more than 3 to 4 hours if you do rapid revision. And after that on the next day you can read protein metabolism and some parts of genetics, basic genetics. And the last day you can read genetics, 3 to 4 hours every day. So that will be sufficient. So if you are giving 16 hours, so first 2 to 3 hours you are giving onto your microbiology, PSM, etc., FSM, etc., and with QBanks, etc. And after that you are also giving in biochemistry 3 to 4 hours, so 8 hours, and remaining 8 to 6 hours are remaining. So in that part you will read neurology, rheumatology, or large subjects. Okay. After that is coming nephrology, one day, not more than 1 day, because in pathology you are reading nephrology, and in this medicine class also you will read the remaining part. So nephrology will be complete. And endocrine will require 2 days, because endocrine along with endocrine, thyroid, etc., large concepts are there, and you will integrate some things with surgery. Thyroid, you can read some things of thyroid surgery in along with medicine. So and also water metabolism, very important thing. Also water metabolism, SIADH, etc., is very important. And you should read sodium potassium abnormalities, etc., so magnesium abnormalities. All these things will cover under endocrinology. So we have allotted endocrinology 2 days. Now psychiatry looks very much boring to me. Maybe some other subject is boring to you, so I will put psychiatry in these 3 days. I will read part to part, and I will cover psychiatry. And nowadays psychiatry is also coming, conceptual questions are coming from psychiatry, no straightforward questions, clinical questions are coming. So you have to read it quite if you are giving 3 days, you are not hurrying, so you will know each part. Personality disorders are very important. This is child psychiatry. Okay. Now coming anesthesia. Anesthesia is very much important. So anesthesia, orthopedics can be usually completed, if you read at a stretch, orthopedics can be completed in maximum it will take less than one day. So if anesthesia is very much conceptual, so critical care part of anesthesia like laryngeal mask, airways, etc., those airway instruments, those things are very much important. You can see some MCQ revision classes for that to clear a concept and do it in a entertaining manner. So in 2 days you can do anesthesia and orthopedics, and you will have to mention the small fracture names or other informations regarding DDH, Perthes disease, etc., osteoporosis, etc., information facts. You can add them in your 20th workbook. So before exam it will be really easy. Or sometimes if your microbiology, PSM, etc., is done, you can someday read orthopedics also. Okay. Physiology is very important. And along with physiology I have kept general radiology, because general radiology if you read at a stretch, it should not take more than half day. Okay. because USG basics and general radiology, iodine contrast agents, these are important things. बाकी जो MRI बेसिक है वो भी important है. बाकी जो systemic radiology का part है, musculoskeletal radiology, neuro radiology, these things happen actually with other systems also. You are reading stroke, you are reading that radiology part also. So it is already covered like that way. If you solve QBanks, you are chapter wise of surgery, medicine, etc., you will cover radiology systemic already, or with ortho, MSK radiology is already covered. Physiology is very important. You have to do cover to cover of regulation of respiration, regulation of cardiology, cardiological stuffs like heart rate, BP, etc. So physiology is very much important, and you have to clear your concepts. So 2 days is sufficient for these two. Pediatrics, I will give only 1 day, maybe lesser than that, because you have only remaining neonatology, growth development, etc., neonatal infection, sepsis, etc., and other things, neonatal complications like ARDS, membranous, hyaline membrane disease, etc. thing, and some neurology parts are there, and in pediatric cardiology you have to read cover to cover, and there are other short things like nephrology part is already done in medicine and pathology. So rheumatology is already done. Some things about juvenile rheumatoid arthritis you have to read. So topic by topic, okay. And biochemistry you will do like that I have mentioned. So if you count 6 to 8 and 10 days, 9 days, 11 days, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20. So 20 days complete. So in these 20 days, as you are reading these 4 subjects regularly, so these 4 subjects you will be confident enough. और बाकी जो सब्जेक्ट हो जा रहा है, सपोज यू हैव कंप्लीटेड सर्जरी, तो नेक्स्ट डे यू कैन कंप्लीट डू सम बुक मार्क्स कस्टम मॉड्यूल्स, और रात में जब आप सो रहे हो उसके पहले आप जो कस्टम मॉड्यूल के साथ यू कैन डू द प्रीवियस सब्जेक्ट्स क्वेश्चंस also. So now, as we have discussed in this whole plan of covering 19 subjects in 20 days, reading few subjects in regularly, and reading few subjects in time bound manner, so that at the end of the day you don't have to worry about ESM that most people do, microbiology, pharmacology. These things you can't cover because you have to read medicine, surgery, all these things in the last few days, gynae, pathology. So in this manner you can cover all these subjects, okay, in 20 days. So fast revision, always try to complete in 20 days. Whatever is remaining, you note down those topics and then go in the second revision, which will be shorter, 15 days to 20 days or 14 days, within 14 days. So in that part you cover those untouched topics, okay. But important topics should be covered in this fast revision. Important topics should be covered in this fast revision itself. So some other points that are very much important, like giving GT once a week, very much important, and reviewing the GT in on the same day or the next day. Okay, if you don't review GT, then there is no benefit. You are just looking at the GT marks and feeling depressed. That doesn't work. Okay, GT marks doesn't actually matter. What matters is your experience from the GT, your experience of sitting 3.5 hours and solving 200 questions with a single attention. So that is what matters. Okay. Practice bookmarks with custom modules regularly. Practice bookmarks and wrong questions, and whenever you mark correct any bookmark, any question, just do away with the bookmark. Okay, so practice custom modules and do 50 to 100 MCQs. 100 MCQs most important. 100 MCQs every day. Okay, in 20, 25 or 10 question custom modules. So bookmark in certain app which I used to study from. They had various marks of various markers for bookmarks. Like I used to give the question marks to clinical questions. I used to give star mark to the IBQs and normal bookmark to the fact-based questions. Okay, that makes it easy to gather these questions from custom modules. Read 28 workbook regularly. Whatever point is volatile, note in a very short manner, very 1 to 2 words of flowcharts in 28th workbook, and read them regularly. If it is possible, you read them every day, some pages, or just turn over the pages and see at a glance the facts like orthopedics, these fractures, see them regularly. So these things actually, okay, and make wall notes. Wall notes is very much important, sticky notes, because when you get up from your sleep in the morning or before sleeping at night, you can just see some of the wall notes and get to sleep. So these actually creates a long-term memory if you see them regularly. Okay. Read medicine in flowcharts or mind maps. Whenever you are reading medicine in 2 days cardiology, as I have shown, you try to note down the pulse images, various pulse images, JVP, etc. in short manner, 1 to 2 to 4 pages. Complete cardiology, nephrology, important topics in flowcharts or in charts. Gather them in 2 to 3 pages. All those things like SIADH, diabetes insipidus, all those things you try to keep them in short, because in the last 7 days or 14 days you can't just revise all those things. You can't just open all those big notebooks. You have to rely on your 20 workbook, your short subjects, and your flowcharts of medicine. Okay, so that will save you from the panic of not finishing medicine. MCQ revision classes are very much important. If it is possible, if there is much time, I am saying this, if there is much time for you, if you are following all those things that I said previously, so before sleeping or when after getting up, one of my university mate, yeah, he used to read, used to see MCQ revision classes in the morning. I used to see before sleeping. So that's what you prefer. That's your preference. So see some subjects like physiology, PSM, etc., and your anesthesia. These subjects have some tricky questions. So for that, MCQ revision class is very much important. Whatever app you have, they have MCQ revision classes or regular free classes. See them. Okay, whenever it is possible. See in 2x, 3x, etc. So last but not the least, you have to trust the process. What I had said in the beginning about MSD minus in Dhoni code, that process is very much important. Really, if you follow the process in 2 months, you will get something. Okay, you will get your desired branch, and you will get into the race. That is the most important thing. Do the same boring thing every day. I know this preparation is very much boring. We had to do it for 1.5 years, but we had to do every time our exam was announced, it was being cancelled or it was being postponed, new COVID wave was coming, all these things, court cases were going on, but we were doing these boring same things every day. We were depressed like hell, but still we were talking with our like-minded friends, our family, our parents, our mother, father, and like that we were gathering ourselves and we were doing the same boring thing from the morning to evening, 14-16 hours every day. Do it smartly, spend minimum time, gain maximum yield. Don't try to read all the things right now. You try to read as concise as possible, Okay. Success doesn't come in a day foremost. Surround yourself with family, well-wisher friends, so they can yeah, instill positive energy in yourself, and just discard all the negative thoughts. Because if you think it is tough always. But if you think you can do, there is always some even 1% chance of getting success. So why leave that 1% chance of getting success? Okay. And this preparation time, I will say this was do or die for me. I did not know, I did not have any plan B. So I'll not recommend anything, but I did not prefer any plan B, because I knew I did not figure out what I will do if I don't get any rank, because I thought that I have to do it anyhow. I have to do it. So whatever it is distracting, whatever is preventing you from getting into that mode, that peace mode, just avoid those things. Just avoid those people. Just avoid those YouTube videos. Just avoid those social media talks that nobody can do anything. Such and such things happen. Some people are doing now. We can't do anything about it. So wishing you all the best from Advanced team. I hope you will do very much well, and the next 20 days I hope you will complete one single revision, and you will get a much more confidence, and your GT scores will also increase. Thank you.